there's a man inside!
Almost at the same moment, a woman screams there's someone still in the burning building. A familiar image to many seems to pop up. What do you see there?
Oh, it's Jesus up in there.
It's Jesus.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see it.
Brothers Dylan and Wyatt Forker live just down the street from this duplex near Dakota and Cedar.
I was coming from McDonald's and I seen all this smoke and it was big.
Saturday's smoke has since cleared, but today I showed the Forkers a cell phone video shot by a witness at the scene. This they hadn't seen.
You see Jesus in the smoke and then the person gets saved. That's right there. It's not a coincidence.
The true face of God, the true image of God, was the man carrying his neighbor out on his shoulders.
The Fresno Fire Department says not a single soul was injured in the fire.
The odds are dead set against you if you try to go into a burning structure, whether there's fire or if it's just smoke.
Johns and Grayling say no matter what image in the smoke people may or may not see, the sight of one man saving another is undeniable.
That's the lesson, the most profound lesson we take from this.
Take a look at this as we're watching people running. Oof, just gives you chills seeing these students running one after another out of this school. Steve, can you see what I'm seeing?
No, Brooke, I'm on a landline.
We're seeing these students run. So I think to your point earlier, they're trying to clear out the perimeter, the classes away from the cafeteria to keep these students safe. And they're likely trying to somehow communicate, oftentimes via text message or email, to parents of these students to go to X location. As soon as we get that information for you, parents, we'll pass it along to you. But Steve, again, the priority of the law enforcement, as we saw them walking back and forth, they're trying potentially to find the shooter.
Yeah, Brooke, it's a priority at this point. We already have 2 injured. And certainly they don't want any more casualties. So they're going to be very meticulous. And again, if they have him secured, if they have him separated, or if they have additional information that we don't know of, their priority is to remove those students and ensure their safety.
We have a little bit more if you're joining us here, and we're reporting on this school shooting in this high school. This is just north of Seattle. And we have, this is according to phone calls we have been making. A student currently inside Marysville-Pilchuck High School, that's the name of the school, is telling CNN that a shooting happened. Okay, again, so this is second corroboration happening inside the cafeteria. Initially, the students thought it was a fire drill until teachers told everyone to run into the classrooms because of an active shooting. This student is currently on lockdown inside of a classroom with other students, and all of these students are unharmed. You can see a number of students outside of the school, but for some of these students, they are on lockdown in individual classrooms. The student says at least one victim has been airlifted via helicopter. Again, we saw reports that it was 2 students. This is way too early to know concretely how many, to be honest. But according to this one student, she says she saw one student airlifted to via helicopter to a hospital. She believes multiple people have been shot.
This is the source of the Pahoa lava flow. It's called the Pu'u'o'o vent. This thing is essentially a bathtub full of lava. You might wonder why you can't see the red-hot river traveling over here. It's underneath the black crust. That crust is like ice on a lake, and the lava is tunneling tubes underneath, heading straight towards civilization.
there are fresh fears of a new Palestinian uprising following the outbreak of clashes in East Jerusalem. It comes after Israeli police shot dead a 32-year-old Palestinian man suspected of having tried late last night to kill a far-right Jewish activist. Yehuda Glick has led a campaign for Jews to be allowed to pray at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, Jerusalem's most sensitive site and holy to Islam and Judaism. He was shot and seriously wounded as he left a conference, his assailant escaping on the back of a motorbike. The far-right followers of Glick seen here subsequently urged his supporters to march on Al-Aqsa this morning. That prompted Israeli police to shut access to the site to everyone, a rare blanket measure which the Palestinian president denounced as tantamount to a declaration of war.
The gruesome images put ISIS brutality on frightening display. 45 Iraqi men executed by the terror group in cold blood after being kidnapped weeks ago. The men were members of the prominent Sunni Abu Nimr tribe, whose members had taken up arms against ISIS, which is also Sunni, after being forced from their homes just northwest of Baghdad. Just on Monday, the U.S. airdropped humanitarian aid, including food, to the tribe. But 2 days later, the men were dead. The rescue by Iraqi security forces never came. Today, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel reiterated that the fight against ISIS will require a long-term effort.
It's going to require a coalition with common interests, which we are forming. We have more than 60 countries now with us to deal with this. This is an ideology. This is a dynamic that in total we've never quite seen.
Now, Kurdish rebels fighting ISIS in Kobane, Syria, are receiving valuable new reinforcements. Kurdish Peshmerga fighters from northern Iraq. After delays, Turkey allowed the Peshmerga to cross its territory into Syria, bringing both desperately needed artillery and fighting experience.
The Peshmerga are known for being excellent fighters. They are also now fortified with heavy weaponry. That's really what they're bringing to this game, in addition to the symbolism, is anti-tank, anti-armor artillery.